To you from Felton J, Capel Arena in Fayetteville, North Carolina, where the Broncos picked up their second straight victory, 75-64, to complete a regular season sweep of the St. Augustine Falcons. And right now we are joined by head coach of the Broncos, Coach Alphonso Key. And Coach Key, first off, your initial impressions in this one, a lot like the Livingstone game on Saturday night. You're down at the half or so, come back with a big second half.
I tell you what, we're growing in winning time. I tell you, a good basketball team, number one, came in here and saying, all getting better. Had a great win against John C. Smith, and we definitely closed the game.
You know, talk about the first half versus the second half, because you guys were really good in particularly the last 12 minutes of this ball game, defensively locking down, and then on the defensive end as well. It seemed to be that's where the game started to turn. Yes,
I tell you what, in reference to the second half, I'm just taking a game or two back. You know, sometimes we started out pretty strong through our history, and then we kind of faded with immaturity and those things. I thought this year was this time was a flip. We started out pretty slow and came back. But, you know, like I told you from game one, good teams learn from adversity, and we've had a time or two we didn't come out successful. And I thought tonight I felt very comfortable if we could get jump-started, that we would close the right way, make some free throws down the stretch, and take care of the basketball.
You know, that's one of those things you talked about, that you've struggled at times closing out games, and one of the reasons has been foul shooting. But tonight, you guys, you have one field goal in the last 9:49 of this ball game. That came very late, but in that stretch, 9 of 12 from the foul line. At one point, you made 8 straight. I mean, that's huge for you guys.
It is, and you know, free throw shooting that got the attention, but you know, it's growth. You know, we're a young team. My second year here, guys, second year here, a brand new recruiting class, and we expect growth to happen. And for us to see the return this part of the season is very positive, but that's part of it. You know, I'd rather have my guys play hard, what they do, play together, and get that out the way. And then, you know, experiences, that's what they call junior, senior-led teams and senior teams, and we're just learning as we go.
Big effort tonight for John Harrington, especially at the foul line for him, but also in particular the last 2 or 3 minutes of this ball game on the offensive glass, kept a lot of balls and a lot of possessions alive for you guys. He was a complete player for 40 minutes tonight.
Yes, he was, and he's been working hard. You know, he's been working hard. He's shooting his free throws and understanding. Like I said, these guys want to win, so they embrace corrections. And second part of the game, we want to make sure we get paint points. The free throws are paint shots. We don't want perimeter jump shots. We don't want to turn the ball over. And, you know, the game before us kind of helped us in this, but John had a mission today. He's focused for 40 minutes and understood that when guys penetrate, he has a lane to rebound the basketball. You
talked about juniors and seniors on this team, but a sophomore is really emerging for you guys here in the last stretch of games. Seth Hawkins, in particular, in the second half, but really the last 15 minutes or so, he spent a lot of time on the floor. You guys made your run when he came in the ballgame and took things over at the point guard position. He's had 2 big second halves the last 2 times out. Talk about his performance.
Well, he makes us better. You have him and Andre Best, both at their best, would be very good. During the early part of the year, he struggled some a little bit. He's grown, but like I said, he's a guy that wanted to get better. So early on, he had to go some growing pains, but he's definitely a closer for us. He can make free throws. He's aggressive offensive, defensively, and he plays strong with his basketball. So it's nice to have a point guard off the bench that I know I could call on anytime need be.
You feel like you guys are clicking at just the right time?
Oh, we're getting it. I tell you what, I'm still disappointed by the turnovers. Like, God, dag nabbing, as Coach Williams would say, I need us to take care of the basketball.
You didn't do that in the first half. You did it better in the second half, and that's when you guys took off.
I'd rather do it the whole game.
Sounds good. Coach, we appreciate you taking some time out to join us today. And a great win again for the Broncos, 75-64 over the St. Augustine Falcons. The Broncos are back here again Wednesday night against Johnson & Wales. Expect to see some points in that one, so come on out and enjoy yourselves for that. Follow all Fayetteville State Athletics news at FSUBroncos.com. Thank you for joining us.